So when you buy it, you have all these beautiful fronds. The whole thing is edible. So the fronds can go into soups and stews. The bulb you can put into a salad or a soup. It's all edible. So when you get it in the grocery store, it comes like this, and sometimes it has a few little brown spots on it. So you can just take those off. You don't want to take off this part and then throw it away, because that's all good flavor. So you really want to just take off that excess. So a couple tablespoons of olive oil on a pan. Just move it around with a little brush. And have your oven set at 350 degrees. So we're going to set that aside. So then back to the fennel. So you want to cut it at the base like that. And then just make some thin slices. This is so wonderful when it cooks because it's sweet. It gets very, very sweet. This has a nice licorice flavor when it's raw, but when it's roasted, it has just a beautiful sweet taste, and I love it. So that's about enough. We're going to put it in a bowl, just like that. You don't want it too thin because you don't want it to really, burn. Now we're going to give that a little extra virgin olive oil, a couple little shakes, a little pepper, and some salt, just a tad. Now we just want to mix that up, get it all really mixed well. And that's all there is to it. I mean, cooking doesn't have to be complicated. This is very simple. And we're just going to dump it onto our board, or our tray rather. Spread it out. Your oven's on at 350 degrees. This is probably going to take, about 20 or 25 minutes to cook. It's going to be delicious. So in it goes. We'll check that 20 minutes later, but meanwhile, we're not done. We have another wonderful vegetable for you, a bean, which is right here. These beans, these are pole beans. And the best way to have these beans is with just a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. So they're ready to go into the pot. So we're going to do that now. So here are the Meraviglia di Venezia. I love saying that. This beautiful pole bean that is now absolutely perfect. It's going to go great with fennel. So our fennel is roasted, and you see how much that cooked down. It's almost like potato chips. We're going to put it right in this bowl. 20 minutes. You really need a lot of it because it really cooks down to nothing. Kind of like spinach. You have this big bunch of spinach, and all of a sudden you cook it and there's nothing left. So we're going to add the Meraviglia di Venezia, the pole beans, to this. Give that a little stir. And the fennel is going to add just a nice little sweetness to this. And then with it, I want some of those fennel fronds. So we'll just cut these up. Give them a little chop, because I did tell you that the entire vegetable is edible. I also like these fronds when I'm doing like a salmon dish or any other kind of fish dish. It's really good with that. And as you cut them, it just smells so fresh and licoricey. So I'm going to put that in there. Then we want some pepper, a little bit of salt, pinch of salt, some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, of course. We all know that that's the olive oil that comes from the very first pressing of the olives. And then we just want to mix this up. And now you can begin to see how we're building flavors to go with that braised lamb shank.